7 things I'm looking for in the Detroit Lions preseason. I find preseason to be one of the most interesting times of the year, simply due to the fact that you get to see how everyone besides the starting 22 are doing. The key to enjoying preseason games is not to watch or worry about the score, because that doesn't matter, but to watch individuals and units, particularly young guys and new guys who have something to prove. The players with confirmed spots are really just focusing on getting the job done whilst not getting hurt, and are consequently playing at a lower level of effort. 7. Safeties. I bet you're thinking Killebrew, right? Everyone's excited about Killebrew. Yes and no. Killebrew will be interesting to watch, to see if his skills and coverage have become sufficient. It's also just fun to watch him in the box play pseudo linebacker. However, the safety I'm most excited to see is Alex Carter. Drafted in 2015 as a cornerback, Carter spent 2 years developing. He had a major injury which placed him on IR in his rookie season, and spent most of last season on the practice squad. I'm excited to see how Carter plays in a new position, and after all this time if he's become a serious option in the secondary, if injuries occur. So do keep your eye out for 35, but also watch number 33. Number 6, linebacker. This point is more about the organisation of the unit, rather than the individual players. Yes, it's exciting to see young guys, JRM potentially playing Will, Davis in the Mike, and Williams in the Sam. There's also the new vets like Paul Warlow and Nick Bellor, but I'm watching how the coaches decide to organise the players. Apparently Whitehead is starting at the Will, and to me that sounds concerning, because it's the coverage emphasis linebacker position. It also means he moves to Mike when we go nickel, which is relatively common in today's NFL, so we just have to see how that plays out. Our linebacker core was one of the worst in the league at defending the pass last year. How they decide to move forward and what combinations they'll try will be an interesting thing to see. Number 5, Tease Tabor. He gets a place all for himself. He's a point of contention. I've got a video covering him. Talk and college tape means little in the big leagues though. We're going to have to see him play. And one of the 2 schools of thought when it comes to Tease Tabor is going to be right. And that will definitely be fun. Number 4, the D-line. The entire defensive line. Apart from Ziggy, who had an off year last year due to injury, this part of the defense is my biggest concern. We got a bunch of guys in the offseason. I hope that at least one of them is good. I think we're okay for run stopping, but we need pass rush. We gave QBs way too much time in the pocket last year. Number 3, receivers. We know what we're getting from Tatum Jones. What I'm interested in finding out is how Kenny Golladay performs. Let's see if he can catch and if he can stretch the field. I'm also looking at Jared Abbrederis in the slot. He performed well for the Packers, so if he can do the same for us, it's always good to have more options. Ebron has been improving consistently, so it'd be nice if that gradient continues, and to get to see him get a few touches. It will also be good to see the impact of Roberts and Fells in terms of blocking. Number 2, talking about blocking, the left side of the O-line will be something to keep tabs on. I imagine there will be a lot of rotation in the left tackle position, and I've mentioned in a previous video, I want to see Laken Tomlinson perform consistently when he gets snaps at left guard. Finally, number 1, the running game. First, I want to see as little as Abdullah as possible. I don't think my heart could handle losing Amir to injury before the season starts. Although Zena has been a consistently sufficient running back when Theo and Amir were absent, he still walks that line and has a chip on his shoulder. We can see if Washington has developed some vision and patience to match his speed and burst, so he doesn't run face first into his own lineman. I also want to see the role given to Matt Hasiata, and it'll be interesting to see if ex-Buccaneer Mike James is worth anything. That's my list of things to watch in the preseason. Tell me what you think. Leave any players or positions you'll be keeping an eye on down in the comments.